Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampingup.net. I'm doing it again. I'm playing with the Country Flowers bundle, which is this gorgeous photopolymer stamp set and coordinating dies from the new catalogue. And I am going to be starting out by stamping these millions of times. Okay, maybe not millions, but quite a few. And I'm going to be collecting all the coloured and die cut pieces and bringing you different projects over the next couple of weeks. So if you do want to go to today's project, because you've already seen me make all these pieces, go to 4 minutes in and I will start on today's card. But as it is, I'm just stamping on a piece of A4 a whole array of different images from this stamp set, okay? We've got the table, we've got the fern, we've got 2 different floral bouquets, we've also got the teapot, and we've got the vase to put them in. And I'm going to be colouring these in, so this is going to be using Cajun Craze, light and dark. It also uses the 1900 skin tone blends, and it also uses the ivory blend, okay? And I'm just colouring that in to get a nice earthy texture. The teapot, it is grey granite, light and dark. Okay, and I'm just going with really good shading on these, trying to really get them to blend into each other. And I'm going over the top then with light soft seafoam just to add sort of a grungy green to it. The fern pieces I'm doing with Mossy Meadow, light and dark, and Old Olive, light and dark. If you want to see how I do colour and use my colours, you can check out any of my other videos on YouTube, as I do a lot of blending videos because I'm obsessed. I love them. But for this one, I am just very quickly sketching through this so you can see how I do the prep work and then how I bring that into my actual designs at the end. So again, light and dark Old Olive on this one. We've also got light and dark Lost Lagoon. I've also got dark Moody Mauve just on the top of that fern there. Okay, for the rest of it, I'm going to be bringing in light and dark Fresh Freesia with a touch of rich raspberry through the middle. And then for the flowers, I'm going to be using light and dark Pool Party with Daffodil Delight in the middle as the pop of colour. For this little one, again, I'm going to be using light and dark Old Olive. I wanted to try and keep the colours similar so that they would all work together. Light and dark Bubble Bath, a little bit of Daffodil Delight, and I've come in with just a bit of Mossy Meadow to add some definition at the end, and finished it with some Lost Lagoon. And then for the table, I'm using Copper Clay, light and dark, and I'm also using Pecan Pie, light and dark. And I'm just going over the right-hand side with dark Crumb Cake. And that is the table all done. So that's all the images. Once I've done that, I'm going to cut them so that I can fit them through my cut and emboss machine. Okay, they don't take full sheets of A4, so I just needed to cut those down. Use the die cut pieces, and I created all of these lovely little pieces. Now I keep them in little pots on my desk. These silicone baking trays are great for them because of course I can fold them up and put them in a drawer afterwards. Finally, there were some little die cuts in there that don't coordinate with the stamp pieces, so I'm just doing some sponged backgrounds onto some basic white. And then I'm going to die cut those out and also add them to trays because you never know when you might use them. So there's some flowers and leaves and things like that. So I'm going to be die cutting a whole host of those out and again putting them in different silicone little baskets like that for the card. So this is today's card. I thought I would start out really clean and simple, and this one just fit the bill. So for this, you're going to need your sentiment. I love that best friend ever that's at the top of the Country Flowers set. There are lots of cute sentiments in this set, and that one's one of my favourites. So I'm just going to get that out and add it onto a block. Now I did get one of these little blocks and it was too small, so I did upgrade to a slightly bigger block, and I'm going to be stamping that down with Memento ink onto some basic white cardstock. Now I keep a load of scraps of these from other projects, so if you don't have a scrap basic white drawer, I would definitely suggest that you get one. Stamp it down. Now I'm only going to be using this in the corner, so I'm going to cut this really fine. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to cut the full stops out and cut it into 3 separate words so that I can layer all 3. Okay, and I've cut it really, really close to the writing. Sometimes I do like to have big, bold sentiments, but other times I just like them to sit really sort of hidden, say what they need to say, and let the focal piece be the main part of the image, which is what I've done today. So once you've done that, you're going to want a sheet of basic white. This is 10.5 by 14.8, so it's the same size as my card base. And I'm going to be taking the sort of vase one. I don't know if it's a vase or a copper pot or something like that, and the floral bouquet. And I've layered the floral bouquet on the top and I've stuck it with a dimensional. And then I'm going to be adding a whole host of other dimensionals onto this so it sticks out from the card. And I'm putting those on just so when I pop it in the post, it doesn't go flat. Okay, unstick the back and stick it down. This is honestly such a quick and simple card. If you've got all the pieces already cut out and coloured, this will make this so easy. I'm going to be using the side of the dimensionals, so you get a strip at the side. I'm going to be using that for this. I've cut it really thin so it will go behind the words and pop those up as well. Now what you could do is, if you've done a project a bit like I have where you've done mass cutting and mass die cutting, you could keep all these pieces in the actual stamp set sleeve, you know, in the DVD case. And then when you wanted to create a card, you've got loads of pieces there and you can quickly whiz away with whichever card you want to do for whatever occasion. Just a thought. So add the dimensional strips onto the back of the sentiments that you've done, whip those off, and then you want to adhere them onto the card base. Now you could use this as best friend. You could have best friend forever like this is, so best friend ever, or you could just have best ever, or you could just have friend. You know, you can mix and match this one, which is what I really like about it. By cutting it up like this, you can make this sentiment into whatever you want. So finally, I would add some decorative detail to it. I am going to be using some of our Pearl Basics. Now I've opened a new pack of Pearl Basics, which means in every video of this series, you're going to be seeing Pearl Basics. But that's not a problem because I really like them. I haven't used pearls on my cards for ages. I go straight away for the rhinestones and I forget how beautiful those pearls are. So I've got a card base, which I've already cut and scored. I'm just going to fold and burnish. So that's a thick piece of basic white that I've cut in half from an A4 piece, which is made at A5, scored along the middle at 10.5 centimetres, and that's created my card base. And I'm just adhering this onto the card. And now I ran short of Stampin' Seal. That's what it looks like when you get to the end of it. You can buy a refill and a replacement just to pop in the middle. And there is my finished card. What do you think? Really quick and really simple if you have all the pieces, using the new Country Flowers bundle. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please do subscribe for more crafty inspiration, especially to join the rest of the cards in this series. You can purchase everything I've used today from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. See you all soon. Bye.